What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Esports Collective. Today we're going to be covering our I-form, run, focus, pro style offense. One formation. We have just a few plays we're going to show you, about 4 to 7 plays. Keep in mind, things to keep in mind. Check out the itinerary up on the screen. It'll be there telling you exactly when and where to find what you want in this video as we go through the different plays and how they work. Also keep in mind, much of running the offense in an I-form pro style requires quick throws, good reads, secure catches, user catches, lots of hot routes. We're doing lots of motion, lots of flipping. We're really paying close attention to the edges, where those ends are, and if we're wide or tight on the defensive side. So we'll talk more about that. But again, hit that like, comment, subscribe, hit that red button. Make sure you go to twitch.tv / Coach Casper, also at Coach Casper 824, and that we can make sure that you don't miss any of the live details, because believe, grab a beverage, grab a notepad, get ready, because we're going to go ahead and rock and roll here for you. So first up, what we're going to have for our I-form offense is going to be the dive. Okay, take a look. You always want to take a peek and see what's green, what's red, so you can learn what to look for, especially if you're playing competitive Madden. Okay, we're going to run through a few different types and variations of each type of play, so pay close attention for me. With the I-form dive, you want to really read, is the line wide, are they tight? Where are the linebackers? Are they wide? Are they tight? Is it man? Is it zone? So what we're looking for right now by putting this defender in motion is we're looking to see, is it man? Is it zone? Okay, now what does it tell us when that corner follows us all the way across? It really tells us that it's man. So that tells us what we can do to deceive the opponent, because if we know what they're doing, we can better plan. And believe me, you want to do this not only against the AI, but against competitive teams as well. So listen, this is really big. You got to pay attention, and in order to run a pro run focus offense, you have to be willing to establish a run, take the small gains, really move people around, and be ready to hit that. Next up, here we go. Next up, what we're going to have is the I-form dive again, but we're looking for something a little different. We're looking for the zone. Now, how do we look for the zone? Okay, we're going to do the same type of things that we do to find out if it's man. We're going to put some motion into the play. Okay, when you put motion into the play, those defenders have certain responsibilities that they have to follow, and that tells us a story on offense. And here we go. So we did not see the corner move over. We did have a safety move down. So we do know, look, when that corner does not follow us all the way across the field, we know it's a zone. Okay, in this case, we're going against a cover 3. If you see the safeties down low, he's going to swing out to the side there. When you bring the wide receiver across, you get space. Now, what do you want in the running game? You want deception. Okay, you want to be able to keep the defense off balance by short plays in the passing game, to keep them honest. It's very important. Now, when we bring the wide receiver across and we see the safety come down, we know it's a zone. So if and when we do go through that running game, we're going to have learned certain things, okay, and we want to know them. Now, next up, what we're going to have, I believe, is going to be the toss against the man. Okay, pay close attention. We're looking for the same things. Now, the toss is going to be very dependent on where those ends are. If they're wide, we may be audibling here to the inside, okay, to really pound it to the inside, because we want to still establish that run and keep that defense honest, so that maybe if we have a little bit of a tougher time passing the ball, we can alleviate that pressure. Okay, now when you're running the toss, you want to also see if we can move that defender into a different spot, so that his responsibility affects another one of his teammates. Now, when you're in a man, going against a man with the toss in the I-form, it's a fantastic thing to see when you have that defender come across the field, because look at all that space there on the right hand side of your screen. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love it. Now we're getting stuck a little bit here by the Jets, but that's because their ends are running a little bit wide. Now bear in mind, I maybe would flip this play towards the other direction and create a little more deception when we're going against the defense on this, if we were getting stuck going a certain direction. But you can't get away from that if the offense, if the I form is what you want to do, if that's what you're after. So again, the halfback toss, keep in mind motion, very important. Where are those defenders? What are their responsibilities? Are we going to have space in a large area there towards the left or the right? A lot of green is what you want to see when you're running the toss play. Now, what opens up the toss play? Obviously, a good dive play. Okay, a good West Coast short passing game will open up the toss play. You have to be able to pound inside in order to keep the defense honest. There we go. There's Gurley. You have to look for those holes as well when you're running that toss. So again, we are looking what's green, what's red. This is the Esports Collective I form, one formation of the running game with the peppered in air attack. But again, primarily, as you see, that toss, if run correctly, is going to be very difficult for the defense to stop. If you can contain those ends, how are we doing that? We want to contain those ends by using motion, by deceiving the opponent, and by going ahead and seeing if we can seal that end off. Alrighty, so when we're running the toss, it's very important when you're running toward the outside that you pay attention to the opening to make sure that you're taking the right angle towards the cut. Now, you don't want to rush this. Now, does that mean that I'm holding sprint down? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You don't always want to hold sprint down. When you hold sprint down in Madden 21, it's much more difficult to make those tight cuts and to hit those tight angles and to take advantage of your player's COD rating or change of direction rating that is new in Madden 21. So again, pay close attention. This one here, we are running against the 4-3 in this one here. So the halfback toss, we're putting people in motion. We're looking for who is moving on the defense. Is it man? Is it zone? Do we have the edge? Do we not? Because believe, when you're playing with the run style offense, it is a focus to go ahead and look for those things and use the deception against the defense. So here we go. Next up, we have play action center dig, play action counter dig. With the play action counter dig, this is the first pass play we're looking at. We're going to run a few variations of it for you. That wide receiver should be open. Is it man? Is it zone? You tell me what's going on here. It looks like a man. That's because it is. So first few runs here, we're going to take a look at what happens. Play action counter dig. When you have established the run, this will be more effective. Let's make a few changes, okay? Look at that quick slant hot route, okay? When you're running an effective run-focused offense through the I formation, in particular, you have to be willing to make a hot route, to run a drag, and in particular to use the secure catch or the catch and run. Now, the aggressive catch, sometimes I will do if it looks like the defender is going to go ahead and make an interception on us. But in this case, let's go ahead and take a look at what happens when we do the play action counter dig against the cover 3 zone. In this case, that zone is quite tight. You want to go ahead and use X when you're passing that ball through this offense to secure that ball down to the ground. You don't want any tips. Now, you see the ball go out there to the tight end. You want to not be scared to run that drag hot route. Listen, hot routes are a large part of the offense in an I form pro style, traditional style game. So you can't be scared to read the defense, take a look at what's going on. If you see that tight end needs to be your outlet, let him go ahead and be that. Now, that blue route is a beautiful, beautiful one when you need it. He's going to check and release. So some people get confused about that blue route. Now, here we go. What are we going to go ahead and run next? This one is one of my favorites, the play action draw shot. Now, we don't run it in the video for you guys, but a big part of this being effective is running that halfback draw out of the I-Form Pro in our offense. So when you run that halfback draw effectively, regularly, in your offense, when you're being balanced between the pass and the run, this is going to be very effective, guys. So listen, we're looking for that receiver. He's going to be open. If you make a couple hot routes with your tight end or with your WR2, you're going to have some people that are open, ready to just really take care of this for you. Wait, what do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? There. Oh, yeah. Thought it was a touchdown thing. Okay, so coming up next, what we're gonna have is the same thing, but it's gonna be against your 4-3, your cover 3 zone. Okay, take a look. See the defenders dropping back. We're going secure catch. Okay, you have to learn how to use it if you want to play Madden, whether against the AI for fun or competitively. You have to learn how to use the user catch. It's very important. Now, also, a big part of that is using L1 or L2 for the high ball or the low ball. Now, secure catches, high balls, low balls, these types of things, we will drop some more videos on it so you can get deeper and understand that a little more. Now, here, what we're looking at here is the curls with the max protect. Listen, I want you to use your creativity in this run focus offense for the Esports Collective. We do have the ebook coming. Again, this is just one formation. I need you to be creative. TD, I need you to be creative, okay? Listen, I want you to hit that curls. I want you to go max protect so you can be creative. I want you to look to drag. I want you to look to curl. I want you to look to in. Do me a favor, don't throw the out. Okay, it's not a great idea, but I want you to look to work the fullback. Okay, against the zone. I want you to do these things. Up next, what we have coming for you, I believe, is gonna be just a little teaser. Are we going deep? Are we going deep? Listen, I want to thank everybody for coming out, for tuning into the Esports Collective. Hit that like, comment below, tell me what you think. What can I do better? What was crappy? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Be creative with this offense. I'm going to drop the tags in the chat as well as in the videos for you guys to go ahead and know where things are. Now, again, twitch.tv/Coach Casper. This is the Esports Collective's I-Form Pro Style Run Focused Offense. Very easy to run. Run this video a couple times. Believe me, shoot me a DM if you have a question. I will most certainly answer. Holler at me. Make sure you share the video. Retweets are appreciated. Out at Coach Casper 824. You know what it is, Esports Collective, baby. Until next time, we'll run the nickel. Peace.